Well, well. How you doing, chat? How you doing this fine Monday evening, afternoon, whatever the hell time it is for you? Hope you've got a nice beverage. I don't know why I'm drinking coffee. It is roasting hot up here. Hey, Kevin Adkins, how's it going? This mic, look, Terranium, this mic is top quality, alright? Yeah, I made sure that the notifications were set to public, so hopefully, you can all see me. How's the stream health? I'm getting conflicting reports. YouTube dashboard is telling me that it's orange, and OBS is telling me that it's green. So, I don't know. Mossazado, hey. How you doing? You're doing well. Why am I asking? You just told me. Yeah, I've got a fancy fan though. I've got a pretty fancy fan. I've turned it off. I've turned it off for tonight so that you can actually hear me. Oh, nice. Hey, Phil. Indeed, some people say that if you drink a hot drink in summer it cools you down. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, you missed the last one, Jackie, but you're here now. So me and Maki have been working on this. You think that I just start the stream and start working, but no. For a good couple of hours before the stream we were getting this picture ready. And Maki was like, move the fire over here, move this fire over here, like that looks pretty good. And then she made me flip it horizontally. And I was like, no, it's terrible, it looks like shit. And we worked around it, and here it is the right way round. So yeah, basically it looks alright, this picture. You might think from here that, hey, that's pretty much finished, what have you got to do? But if we zoom into 100%, actually look, the fire's really messy, these clouds are really messy, there's a lot of cleanup to do. I did a Mega Drive poster on the wall, that's kind of messy as well. I mean, honestly, you'll probably see it at about that size when it's printed on the postcard, so we don't have to go super zoomed in, but I'm going to anyway. I mean, look at this beautiful floor here. That's pretty messy. We got to clean that up. But yeah, there's not much to do. We'll clean it up. Chopping shit in half is cool. Yeah. There's only Super Saiyan 3. Anything after Dragon Ball Z is just bullshit. Sneak, hey! It's going well. It's going well. Indeed, yes, that's what I do. That's what I do. But yeah, so I'm thinking we finish this one off tonight, and then I've got what's this? Oh, well, thank you very much. Someone just subscribed, and for some reason it did not show up on my big green notification screen over here. So all I saw was that it was a very long name. So thank you, person with the very long name, for subscribing. Before I get into this, I should probably show you around the picture, shouldn't I? Look, we've got Terminators, we've got Kay from the Dirty Pair. We've got Yuri from the Dirty Pair. We've got some Terminators from the Terminator. And yeah, just kind of adding lots of flames and skulls and things. I mean, flames and skulls. You can't really go wrong, can you, with flames and skulls? We ended up settling on an axe in the ground here. Maki was like, you need to stick something on the ground that it looks like, you know, if a tiny little gun doesn't do anything, she can at least pick up another weapon. So I was thinking, like, we should have, you know, a roast chicken on a plate on the ground, like from a side-scrolling beat 'em up. But we eventually settled on this axe. So there's your behind-the-scenes commentary, chat. There you go. But yeah, this is pretty much it. So I guess I'll zoom in and just start you know, finalizing it, cleaning it up a bit, because you can see the brush strokes. Look, I'm using the pencil to blend like a madman. I'm using the pencil tool to blend, so we're going to need to do some of this. Clean it up. Clean your act up. Anyway, let's have a look. I'll have a drink, see what's going on in chat here. There's 56 of you, so you're flying past quite quickly. No, I've always got to include some kind of Easter egg. Yeah, that was a Maki suggestion actually. That they were not so much smaller, but I faded them out in the background a bit because they were kind of competing a bit in the background. Well, thank you very much, Negaweeb. Hey, bacon strips. It's interesting, Patreon. More greebles. Maybe when I draw a ship. If Marco's here, latest guy on Patreon is Marco, and he sent me a message asking if on the next stream I could go into how you go about shading, you know, in the cell shade style, how you go about shading metal and what the thought process is behind it. So if he shows up, I can get into some of that. What flow percent am I using? Flow percent? Yeah, it is. With Dirty Pair, like the TV series is completely episodic, so you can just, it's kind of comfy watching, you know, like you can just watch an episode when you're having tea or something, when you're having your dinner. And it's good and it's fun. It's just fun. If you like fun, I think you'll like it. But what's really, really good is the movie, the Project Eden. The movie is just like, holy shit, that's got some money behind it because it looks beautiful. And there's the OVAs, which look a bit nicer than the TV, and again episodic, but good shit. Dirty Pair's just good shit in general. It's just a lot of fun. Listen to Maki, yes. This is a for those who don't know, this is a postcard that we're going to be mailing out to the patrons over on Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, update your physical addresses so that I can send pizza and SWAT teams to your houses as well as this. Oh, what, Cobra from Space Adventure Cobra? That would be quite a good team up actually. I honestly can't hear it. Hold on, let me turn the music up a sec. Right, is it just me? Am I going crazy, chat? Like, does it sound okay when I talk? Is there a massive hiss in the background? Does it sound alright? Is this okay? Is this alright? I have not. Sounds good though. Hello there. Everyone's saying hello there. Is this just is this just like the prequel meme? The white noise is quite high. Really? Really? Maki, am I getting a massive hiss? Huh. Hey, it's Sean! How are you doing? What are you up to, Sean? How's the heat over in Australia? Because we are roasting in England right now. Shit. Oh, maybe. I mean, I do like Alita a lot. don't notice. I hate how I try to scroll through chat, and as soon as a new message comes in, it just goes right to the bottom. Like, come on, YouTube. Come on. What I'll do is I'll grab that. I was talking about it last stream. I'll borrow back that fancy microphone that I lent Rick and see if I can get that working. And we'll see if that helps. Right, okay. Oh, okay. Hello there. Is your gain high? On where should I be looking? Where should I be looking for my my gain settings and whatnot? Is this just going to be in sound settings? Because this is pretty much all I'm using here. In OBS, I've just, you know, got it set up to a decent level, so it's it seems to max out when, oh yeah, when I talk at that volume, it maxes out into the red. I do have, I mean, this is a brand new headset, but it isn't a fancy headset. What's with all this message retracted I keep seeing? Is this YouTube just like nuking people's messages because it thinks they're saying something risque or some bullshit? Right, okay. 22 degrees out in winter, that is not bad. Oh shit, yeah, you're doing that. So you're working with Sarah then, I guess. For those who don't know, Sean, I worked with Sean in Australia on Prisoner Zero, and him and a bunch of other people from the studio are now working on the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animation, which I hear is really good. I've seen some clips and I was like, yeah, I know who did that. That's a Sarah shot right there. Oh good, yeah, I'll enjoy that. I'll enjoy that a lot. Drifters? I haven't. People seem to be liking it, so I'll add it to the list. You see that? I was just like scrolling down a little bit and it jumped me right down to the bottom. What do you think of One Punch Man Season 2? I've heard bad things, so I haven't watched it yet, but I'll give it a look. I think maybe we've been spoiled because Season 1 looked so good. Yeah, I've just, it's just like a bog standard Microsoft headset with a USB just plugged into the front of the machine, so I'm not sure. Is everyone... Are we all retracting our messages now? Okay. Chris is here too, really? Wow, it's a Planet 55 reunion. It has indeed. Is Okasan Online the anime? What is this, Maki? You haven't told me about this. Is this a real season? I didn't. I will do though. Well, we'll try with that fancy mic next time. Anyway, we've been going for like 20 minutes. I haven't done anything. I'm gonna zoom in, start cleaning some stuff up, and then if we get this done, we can get started on this fancy new picture that I'm drawing, which is based on, because you know how I like my memes, and you all know, I'm sure, that I'm totally up to date with the latest memes, so I thought I'd get on board the whole, you know, kick the bottle cap off the top of the bottle, latest in social media craze, so I'm drawing a picture related to that. So stick around if you want to see who's kicking the bottle. Maki was disgusted when she saw who it was. She thought it should be a different character. Well, you'll have to vote. You'll have to vote when the next poll comes up. Thoughts on the Final Fantasy games? I mean, I like them. I like them a lot. If you want to be immersed, I mean, I'm not so sure about the new ones. The last one I played was 10, which I thought was fantastic. and after that it went all Final Fantasy Online, and like they changed up the combat system and everything, didn't they? So it just didn't sound like it would be my thing after that. But yeah, a lot of people love Final Fantasy. A lot of purists like Rick. If Rick is here, Rick will engage you in discussion on Final Fantasy, saying how it isn't a real RPG, how it was only an RPG up until 6, and 7 ruined it by basically making you play a pre-written story, whereas you could make your own characters in 6. Apparently, I haven't played 6, but apparently some people have some issues with that it was just, you know, a bit like Metal Gear, you know, you're playing someone else's story rather than playing your own story. But I mean, I love 7, so it was never really an issue for me. It was waifu nepotism, so, and yeah, someone knows. Well, no, this is Chun-Li's who Maki thought it should be. Yes, I have. This is this picture here. This is 1 frame of animation, so we'll do another 300 frames at this level of detail. Do the most detailed animation you've ever seen. 24 frames per second. For me, yeah, I'll tell you why I like Final Fantasy X. Right. Here we go. Here we go off on a Metal Gear. This guy here. In fact, I should can I add you as a moderator? We should probably. I'll let Maki. Do you think we should mod Phil? We should probably mod Phil, shouldn't we? He's part of the team. Anyway, yeah, Phil is a voice actor, and a very, very good one, if you don't know. And if you've seen Metal Gear Philanthropy, the fan film, he did the voice of Snake, so he can do a very good Snake voice. Oh, Fantasy Star. You see, this is why I shouldn't engage with chat. I end up talking and not doing any work at all. But, I mean, it's a poster. It's alright. I love Bubblegum Crisis. I fucking love Bubblegum Crisis. I'm going to say fucking in front of Bubblegum Crisis. That's how much I love it. Yes, that's right. That's right. Oh. Oh really? I'll hold on. I'll give you ultimate power, Phil. There you go. Honestly, I need to watch Crash again. I know that they changed Pris's voice, but I couldn't tell at the time. And I've watched Bubblegum Crisis loads of times, but I've only watched Crash once, so I need to go back and see it. And Galfos is very, very cool. Yeah. yeah. I love everything Shiro, basically. And I'm always, I don't know if you've been to any of these streams before, but I always end up going on an off-topic rant about how Ghost in the Shell, how it should be drawn in the Shiro style, and how I don't like the direction that they went with the series, and you know how Kusanagi's really funny and like goofy and shit in the manga, and how they make her super serious and emotionless and boring in the animated adaptations. And yeah, I think Dominion is pretty much like the perfect. What's this? Brandon Winston just subscribed, and it's definitely not showing up on my Streamlabs alerts. Let me restart it, see if that helps. But thank you very much. Thanks for that. Am I in live chat? How do I change it? Oh, I'm in top chat, right, okay, here we go. I'm in top chat now. Oh, me too. Apparently it all got washed away. All his work for the next Appleseed book got washed away in the big, was it the flood or the earthquake? I mean, if it was an earthquake, I guess it didn't get washed away in the earthquake. But all of his notes and stuff just got destroyed, and a lot of people say that's probably why. He was just, screw this, and just went into porn. Which is all he does now. Oh, yeah, Fricky. We shall try, you too. Have a good sleep. Yes, yeah, it was pretty good actually, wasn't it? It was pretty good. Oh, Shiro did. Masamune Shiro went from, you know, the guy when it came to cyberpunk, mechs, etc. in anime, and he just dropped off the face of the earth, and he just, I mean, I guess he's made enough money off of royalties for Ghost in the Shell that he can just do whatever he wants now. And what he wants to do is draw very, very oily, very oily, noodle-limbed girls. And, you know, I guess if that makes him happy. He's earned his retirement. He's earned his retirement. Yeah, if Orange at me. How was animating Star Wars for 4 years worth of weekends? It was actually really laid back. Really laid back actually. Because I was just it was just weekends, and I was just doing whatever scenes I felt like, whereas now I have to be professional. So for instance, on this side project that we're doing at the moment, it's all had to be laid out completely. Sorry if you've heard all this before, by the way, chat. It's just for new people if they haven't heard it. But yeah, I used to do things the way I did with the TIE Fighter animation, which was I'll just animate whatever I feel like animating, and when it's done, it's done. Which is obviously no way to make a film. So I've gotten serious now and gotten storyboarding, roughing, all of that kind of stuff. And then when the whole project is done, then I start animating it properly. And that way you can get the flow down, get the pacing right, all of that stuff. So that's what we're doing at the moment. That's why I took a pause from Street Fighter, because I really want the Street Fighter film to be good and to look really good. So I thought I'd use this side project as a really good excuse to learn the production pipeline, if you will. So then we can go back to Street Fighter, and you know, it'll just be much smoother workflow. It'll be done quicker, it'll look better, and I won't end up cutting bits out and just redoing them, because we'll know if they don't work straight away, because they'll be there in the rough stage. Yeah, Maki's Maki's really good with this whole, like, let's make a schedule, let's put our goals down, let's get all of this stuff done. So long gone are the days of me just doing whatever I feel like on the day. I mean, once you've got it all roughed out, then you've got the order of the shots and everything, and if you feel like doing an action scene, you can just, you know, go to where you've got an action scene and do that day. So I can still do whatever I want. It's just everything's structured, and the results will be better for you. Chat, the results will be better for you. It'll look better when you look at it. What would you say is the most consuming aspect of animating? Like the in-between and the cell shading, probably the in-betweening actually, yeah. In-betweening and colouring, definitely. If I can get some help with the colouring, which we're working on, that will be fantastic. Oh really? Nice. Yeah, that's pretty much this is why I don't stream very much. I get nothing done. Yup. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm quite fond of this skull myself. I've no idea. Chaos Marines? I've never played it. I've never played it. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. Ah, yes. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Did it? According to OBS here, I used to have really terrible internet when I was streaming on Twitch, so I'm like really paranoid whenever anyone says the stream has gone down. I'm like, what? What? But yeah, according to OBS here, I've dropped 0 frames, so it should be good. If there's a problem, it's on YouTube's end. Yeah, actually, I watched it, but I can't remember it. I remember watching it back in the day. I was like, shit. Oh, she did a film. I've got to watch that. What's this? What's this line across? Oh, right. Okay, I see. There's this annoying scribble across the top of these bullets. They're definitely a thing, aren't they? He's got his interests, hasn't he? You can tell his interests are... I don't mind when it's his own stuff, like, you know, be as philosophical as you like on your own stuff, that's totally fine. But I got a little bit pissed off when, you know, he took Ghost in the Shell, which was Shiro's thing, stripped all the comedy out, and just had lots of scenes of people just talking about, but what is? And it was the same with Patlabor. Patlabor's really funny. I'm not saying it's just funny, it's a really good mix of comedy and action, the OVAs in the TV series, but, you know, you kind of took all the comedy out and had characters that are normally quite funny just standing around talking about, but what is peace? But what is war? But what is peace? Is there a just peace? But what is war? Is war the absence of peace? Or is peace the absence of war? And it's like, okay, alright. Do that with your own shit. Do that with your own shit, man. But, you know, I think, unpopular opinion time, I think Evangelion's pretentious, so, I guess I just don't like the... I don't like the pretentious stuff, I guess. HK47, I remember him. I used him a lot in Knights of the Old Republic. Yes! Get on with it! Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, yeah? Like, Patlabor, Patlabor 2, Ghost in the Shell, they're fantastic looking movies. They've got incredible atmosphere. They've like, the stuff that Oshii does, he does really well. It's just like, I wish he'd remain a little bit more faithful to the source material, but what he does really, really well. Did he do Jinro? Was that him? We were for a second there, yeah. The snowing bit. I think it was Rick. I was talking to about this. This was like this famous thing amongst my circle of friends where, for some reason we all kept trying to watch Patlabor 2 and we kept falling asleep at that scene where it starts snowing because it's so relaxing. I mean, I guess don't watch long comfy movies at 2 in the morning, I suppose. But yeah, it's like, I remember trying twice. Obviously I've seen it now, but I remember falling asleep a couple of times to that snowing bit. It's a very relaxing film. Oh, just watch Transformers the movie. Yeah, that's Unicron. Hold on, I think I've. It's also in the big reference folder. If you're on the Patreon, where's animation? Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Pretty sure I've got well, I've got it as GIF, but that's no good. We want better quality than that, don't we? A GIF, really? A GIF? You can tell that some of these are really old. Well, let's have a look at the GIF then. Ooh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, look at that. The good thing with GIF movie gear is you can just frame by frame it very, very easily. Look at that. Like these what's the timing on these? Hold on. So that's like a fourth of a second. Each one of these is a fourth of a second. So this is probably like 30 frames per second or something. There's no way anyone's going to notice this stuff unless they're being a massive weeb like we are right now. They didn't need to draw this much detail, but they did. They just did it. I imagine like drawing all these little bits. No one's ever going to see them. Yeah, it's oh, it's beautiful. It's one of the nicest bits of mechanical animation that I've ever seen. My only slight gripe with it is when it gets to this point here, it chugs a little bit. It's now one frame every... it's holding for one frame, whereas it was moving on the ones before. It's moving on ones here, and then it goes quite slow here. And you can tell it kind of chugs a little bit, so I don't know, maybe use a variable frame rate to kind of ease it into that. Anyway, I'm missing chat here. It really is. It's beautiful, isn't it? They're all on the Patreon if you want them. Ah, indeed. Bless it. At least the first half, where they blew the budget and it looks fantastic. I mean, it still looks good for the second half, but not as good. Maybe we should go the 80s route and animate to sell some toys. What do you think? Like, what kind of toys? What, get someone to make toys of our stuff? Or animate some other people's toys? He really did, yeah. Apparently they, I mean, I'm sure you know about all the voice acting, behind the scenes stuff, how they had to like really pump the levels up on Orson Welles because it was barely audible and stuff like that. Yeah, it's still the Terminator poster. Here it is, look. Here it is, we're just finishing it off. And probably starting a new one as well today. A pudding action figure, oh! That'd be fantastic, you could have your own little scoop to scoop up the dinosaur fossils. Oh, the body pillows. We were talking about that last night. I mean, Maki was joking, but I was serious. Do you want a body pillow with me, chat? What? Really? 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 Shit! I knew that he did some early animation on some stuff later on, but I didn't know he. Holy shit! Really? Damn! I'm surprised. Surprised everyone wasn't bouncing everywhere with really nice highlights. Maybe. Damn, yeah, chat is flying past. I'm going to ignore you all for a bit and do a bit of shading. I've got to fix this. I've got to fix this fire up. Look, it's a mess. So I need to airbrush it, but I need to airbrush it without making it look. I don't know how to describe it. I need to airbrush it without making it look too airbrushy. You know, you want the white, you want the really bright whites in the middle to still just be like solid like this, I think. Don't know what I was doing here. This bit's a right mess. Not having fun with the airbrush then, Mageburger. You don't like DS9? DS9's alright. DS9's alright. I don't think it's the masterpiece that a lot of people... You know, I watched it at the time and I was like, yeah, it's alright. It's a bit episodic. I mean, it got a proper story going on later on, didn't it? Which was nice. But, oh shit, is this Martin Iveson? It is. Come with me back to my Mega CD youth. Yeah, I was a big fan of, and still am, of Babylon 5 at the time, and Babylon 5 just seemed to be like what it was, you know, Deep Space Nine done right. Constant story written from the very start to the final episode, all building up to one point. Whereas with DS9, it's like they just seem to, oh shit, we've run out of time. We've still got to, like, you know, we've still got to resolve that whole profits thing. So we'll just have Cisco chuck himself off a cliff at the end. It's like with that came out of nowhere. That was like 10 minutes at the end of the final episode, and you've been building up to it since the beginning. I don't know. It seems like they just dropped a few plot threads. I mean, compared to modern TV. It's nothing. Compared to modern TV, that's totally fine. You know, we're living in the age of Lost and Battlestar Galactica finales now. And I guess Game of Thrones, if you want to go that route. So our levels of disappointment these days are even higher. Oh yeah, oh yeah. If you wanna check out background animation, Road Avenger, Cobra Command, the what is it? Captain Power Future Force training videos, masterclasses in background animation. Goodbye. Have a nice night. Yeah, totally. I just, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I'm not like a great writer or anything, but if I was writing a story or a series, I'd write the whole thing down. Like the whole thing. I'd know how the first episode starts and I'd know how the final episode ends. I wouldn't just make it up as you go along. And I mean, if I can do that, who's like a total nobody who can't write, then you'd think that professional TV writers should be able to do it. It just seems to make sense. Background animation. There was a thread on the Patreon, not the Patreon, the Discord. Is it still here, or has it been? Yeah, background animation wasn't getting much attention, so it got put into archive. But we can always bring it back into active service. I mean, look at some of this stuff. I love background animation, but it's really hard to do. It's really, really hard to do. Like animating a character, fair enough. But animating an entire city, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Speaking of Road Avenger, there it is. Like, we got the full playthrough of Road Avenger. It's annoying that it's got the UI on the screen and you can't just see the animation. Anyway. What, DS9? Should have been a movie? Really? Really? I've got them in my folder here. Somewhere. I've got all kinds of crazy shit in this folder. There's the first one. Where's the second one though? Actually, I think the first one's it's just a shame you can't get it in really good quality. I mean, this is about as good as you can get it. So you got some live action stuff at the start. And then just absolute madness. Just animating, and then everything on screen is animated. Like, everything's moving, like. About the only things that are pre-done and non-animated every single frame are the skies, the clouds and things. So if you like rocks and mountains and want to know how to animate rocks and mountains, because you may recognize in the TIE Fighter animation that I did, like when the bomber is flying over the rocks, that was heavily inspired by this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really tasty. Oof, so smooth as well. So yeah, it's 15 minutes of full frame background animation basically. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the airbrushing on that smoke there. I mean, sadly all we can see is pixels. I would like a Blu-ray release, but I doubt that. This was Artmic, by the way, who did Bubblegum Crisis, Maddox 01, all that kind of really fancy stuff. The people doing Captain Power kind of got in touch with them and got them to do the animation for this little thing of theirs. And they obviously took the job seriously, because it looks fantastic. They also do really good tunnels, Artmic. If you've ever watched Bubblegum Crisis, they do really good tunnel sequences. I mean, look at that. You don't need 4 tones of shading on your tunnels, but they did it anyway. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get back to work. Oh yeah, totally. They totally did. Depends what your animation is, I guess. Oh, if only, if only. If there are. It is, that's the Largo episode, isn't it? That's where we first see Largo, I think. Apparently, Bubblegum Crisis, it was called that because it's set in a future where, which is quite funny when you think of, you know, Japan's current situation, having like no birth rates and declining. They're kind of screwed. But it's set in the future where the population of Mega Tokyo is so massive that it's like, you know, bubblegum effect and it's going to burst, and so it's a bit of a crisis apparently. Although they don't really mention that in the series at all. Very good band name. Something like that, yeah. It's also like a bit of a commentary on like Western companies moving into Japan and buying everything up. It's kind of like the reverse of what was happening in the 80s in America with big Japanese companies coming in and buying loads of stuff up. So in Bubblegum Crisis there's been a massive earthquake, and the Genom Corporation move in and help fix it all up and whatnot. But loads of people have died, so Genom move in and they like bring in their like American workforce and whatnot, which is why it's like it's a really international cast. You got like Celia Stingray and Nene Romanova and Pris Asagiri. I think Pris is Japanese, but not many of the characters are. Leon isn't. So it's basically Tokyo just full of gaijin. But it's not like they're all assholes or anything. Most of the good guys are gaijin in it, so I don't know. I think Kenichi Sonoda was just wanting to do some fun stuff. Not everything has to be like a commentary on whatever, I guess. It's a good tactic. It's a good tactic. You gotta wean them off of that hentai first. Shit, I'm getting that issue again. I'm getting that issue where and I know it's not because I'm streaming, because my CPU usage is at 12%, which is nothing. But I'm trying to shade, and this isn't your screen freezing. I'm moving my thing around, look. And now it's not gonna do it. But yeah, every few seconds it just stops. It stops, it freezes up all of a second and makes me lose where I was. And I'm pretty sure it's not because I'm streaming. I restarted the machine before I started streaming, so everything should be nice, and I did it again. It's really annoying. I mean, I could try restarting Photoshop, but I don't know what there is to restart, because I've got nothing open. I've got nothing open, really. Yeah, Virtual On. All the robots designed by Hajime Kotoki of Gundam fame. Done some of the best Gundam designs. Definitely done my favourite Gundam designs. Ah, it's so annoying. Stop it. It's driving me insane. Just let me shade, damn it. Good conversion on the Dreamcast as well. I was never any good at Virtual On. Oh, come on. What the hell? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try restarting Photoshop in a minute, because it's really hard to work like this. It doesn't seem like a big thing, freezing up every few seconds. But it's like, I tell you, it feels like you're trying to play a game, and every 5 seconds someone just like slaps your hand away from the controller. That's kind of the feeling. I have no idea why it's doing it. Hold on. Task Manager. Let's see what's going on. Performance. Oh, alright. Well, my CPU was spiking for some reason. It's on 45% now. Oh, now it's on 8. Yeah, alright. So something's going on. Something's going on, look. Oh, have I screwed OBS? Of course I've screwed OBS. You can still hear me though, right? One moment. Apparently opening Task Manager screws your OBS over. Let's try this. Great! Great! It's going really well today, isn't it? It's working out really well. Come on. I'll just hit things at random until it starts working again. Is it just because the Task Manager's open? It's just not going to have it whilst Task Manager's open? I don't know. I really need my display capture, OBS, if you don't mind. We can't just sit here with a black screen. Do you think, fuck this. This is just insane. This is this is the worst it's been ever. Well, at least that works. At least that works. I have got no idea what to do here. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're back. Just hitting stuff at random seems to fix it. But yeah, we've learned that my CPU keeps maxing out at like 84% for some reason, and all we're doing is streaming and using Photoshop, so something's going on, which is like knobbling my hard drive. And I know shit about computers, so I'm not sure what to do about that. Oh fuck, it's really hard though. It's really hard to work like this. Sorry, I don't mean to bitch. It's just annoying when you don't know what's doing it, is all. If I had a shitty machine, I'd understand. Have you cleared your cache? How do you clear your cache? That's how much I know about computers. We need AD here. We need AD for technical support. Because I'm making myself look very amateurish. The problem is, and I didn't do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh it's done it again. No, we're back, we're back. Thank you Gore Stiglitz for the subscription. You've joined us at a great time. We're freaking out about my CPU. Look, 26, 43, 58, 60. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. And it just keeps going up to 80%, and every time it does, it freezes my controls. Can you go over to the Performance tab? Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't feel too bad about this, because, you know, gym streams are like this quite a lot, so... So yeah, I don't know what's causing this big spike, but it's kind of screwing me over a bit. What process is running in the background? A bunch of bullshit. We'll close McAfee for a start. Let's order it by... So OBS is using like 34%. OBS says that it's using 12%, but I guess it's lying to me. Oh, maybe. Go process sort CPU usage. Well, what? I wish it was real-time interaction, because you're probably... Yeah, you're probably seeing this quite delayed. Maybe it just needs a good kick. It's a decent machine as well. Let me see. So really the only thing that's using anything, look, it says 67%. Something's using all this CPU up. Why are we on 74% when OBS is using 26 and nothing else is really using anything? Like, what the hell is going on here? Antivirus or scheduled backup? Yeah, Photoshop's an absolute bitch. Look at it. So what's using all the memory? Photoshop. Alright, let's restart Photoshop, see if it helps. Sorry about this. Very sorry about this. I'll save. I'll close it down. Oh! Right, okay. Right, Photoshop's closed down. We're still using 60% memory. We're still on 43% CPU. But it's not spiking anymore though, it seems... So it looks like it's Photoshop that's doing it. And that... I can't really close Firefox down, can I? Because I need it to see chat. Also, if your machine can't stream and run a couple of windows at the same time, then well, I don't know. Alright, opening Photoshop back up. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. And many apologies for the absolutely amateurish display here. At least you can hear these punching sounds in the background to soothe you. To soothe you. I know, I was just arranging my, my shit. Alright, we're back. What's Task Manager like now? Let's just watch. Let's watch this number for a second. I know this is the kind of exciting stream that you all tune in for, isn't it? Just we'll sit here and look at numbers. I mean, it's hanging around 19% now, so I mean that's better. But I've no idea why it's doing it. Indeed, it would consume quite a bit. I've dropped frames streaming just some cameras in the desktop and 6 or 12 thread into. Alright, okay. If it's still spiking in Photoshop, go to Edit, Preferences, Cache, Purge Cache. I'll do that right now! So, what you're saying is I should delete System32 then, yeah? Cache. Where the hell's Cache? Would that be in file handling? Nope. Oh, what about purge? Video cache? Can't hurt, can it? It's doing something. It's doing something. It's taking a while. So maybe it's got a lot to purge. I hope so. Oh right, okay. You're recording in OBS at a different quality than the stream. I'm not actually recording in OBS though. Yeah, I might have to. I might have to, mightn't I? Yeah, so we've deleted System32, so we should be alright now. Oh, here we go. It's initializing video import, which sounds really good. How are we looking now? 52% memory. I don't like the look of that. Anyway, let's see if we can. I don't know. Let's see if it's going to behave now. Don't worry though. I'll get all this checked out before the next stream, because this is. I don't know why there's still 50 of you here. Quite frankly, I would have gone somewhere else. Screw this guy, I would have said. This obviously incompetent fool. I'm gonna go and watch some Minecraft playthroughs. Check the encoder in OBS output settings and make sure it's not software. Let me have a quick look. Oh look! I'm showing it to you, don't worry. I won't show you my stream key. Alright, encoder in the OBS settings. Where would I be looking for that? Encoder. X264. And are we rescaling? Are we rescaling the output? It's weird though, if it is doing any of this weird shit, then it's always been fine before, so I'm not sure why it would start playing up now. It's become a technical assistance stream. So yeah, can anyone see anything exciting here that might be? I mean, it's not recording. Well, I guess we'll let's just Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I just wanna shade some boobs. I mean, it's Monday night. I just want to shade some boobs. Is that so wrong? Apparently it is. Because my machine is rebelling against me. I mean, it's kind of on topic, isn't it? We're doing the whole Skynet thing. My machine's become self-aware and decided to tell me to go fuck myself, apparently. Oh, friendly save! Friendly save! Thank you, Maki. See what the resolution is in video. What, on OBS? Would that be under output? Resolution is just 920 by 1080. Oh, under video. Yeah, so that's also the base resolution. So it's not really rescaling, I don't think. $99.9 pennies. That's indeed. I'm keeping it alive. Keeping it alive. Well, Maki's keeping it alive. I'd almost forgotten. Oh right. Okay. So what should I be using? What do you reckon I should be using then? Instead of, can I mean, obviously I can't do it whilst it's streaming, but can I at least have a look and see? Output. I mean, we can stop streaming for a second, and I'll change this and we can start again if you like. It'll make it a bit confusing for people watching at home afterwards because it'll be split into two streams, but I mean, I guess we'll should we give it a go? Should we give it a go? Alright, we'll give it a go. Yeah, I'll go for this one and see if that helps. Okay, I'll see you back here in a second, chat. Maki, keep hold the fort down. Hold down the fort. When you aren't streaming, see if you have the option to use invent for the encoder. Alright, okay. Alright, well I'll see you in a second then. I'm not even gonna give you the game over screen. We're just gonna stop. And I'll be back in a moment. Hold the line. Are your bodies prepared? Have you prepared them? I hope so. Alright, here's what we got on Monday night troubleshooting stream. As suggested, I have changed it to Nvank H.264. So maybe if the whole stream screws up more than it was, then I guess that's why I was using the other one. But yeah, let's just see how it goes, I guess. Let's see how it goes. You can be my beta testers if you don't mind. If you don't mind being betas, being filthy beta orbiters, then yeah, I'd appreciate it. We got to get this finished so that we can do this other picture. This other picture, the one that I'm making you all wait for. How's your CPU now? Well, CPU's doing a lot nicer, look. Memory's still pretty high. But apparently that's Firefox and OBS, not Photoshop, so maybe... Yeah, CPU's way better now. Well, shit! This is obviously the best chat. Like, I should ask you for help more often. Thank you very much. This is why you got that fancy wrench next to your name, Justin. I mean, Photoshop's still using the most memory, but again, I don't really know much about these things. I just I hit the button and it does the thing, essentially. I think when I started streaming, I just like watched a couple of tutorials on YouTube and just followed whatever settings they had. So there must have been some reason why I had it on that other encoder. That is very true. That is very, very true. Why, thank you. Excellent. Excellent. I'm feeling pretty good. In fact, I'm feeling so good about this that I'm thinking maybe we should do a coffee break. So that those of you who haven't seen it yet can see the last postcard in its natural environment. Let me just fix this wall a bit, and then we'll do a coffee break. So get ready to take a piss, to get yourself some biscuits, get yourself some Tim Tams if you're Sean. Excellent, welcome to the Discord. Oh right, okay, that's good. I've looking at the details here. We've been going 4 minutes and I've dropped 0 frames yet. So seems to be holding out nicely. This is how good I am with computers, yeah. I'll tell you a story, a tale of terror. Are you ready, chat? So so AD, who you may have seen around the Discord or in the streams, he's like a technical wizard, and he built the machine for me. He built the computer for me because I've known him for years and years. And he got like a fancy graphics card with it because we knew it was going to be used for animation, for drawing, all of that good stuff. So we got this fancy graphics card, decent amount of RAM, all of that stuff. And it wasn't running. It just wasn't running very well. I was like, what is going on? This is meant to be a decent machine that was, you know, tailored specifically for art and animation purposes. And we're doing all this troubleshooting, and AD's like, you have actually connected the fancy graphics card into the port at the back of the computer, yeah? You have actually got it plugged in. And I was like, well, yeah, obviously. Like, there's no way I'd forget to do something like that. There's no way I'd forget to do something like that. And I looked around the back, and yeah, the graphics, the bit, I don't know what these shitty things are called. Anyway, the big like fancy cable that was coming from the graphics card was not plugged into the back of the computer, so it was rendering everything apparently using its using like the CPU rather than the hardware. As you can tell, I am, you know, elite hacker man, and I know all the terminology and all that shit. So yeah, I plugged it in and everything was much smoother after that. Yeah, well, it is very much appreciated. Thank you both. Oh, you're in Australia, are you, Masazado? Yeah, I got CCleaner. I should actually run that. I'll run that after the stream. I haven't done that for a while. Right, okay. Nice. But yeah, I mean, we seem to be doing pretty well now. And Golden Axe just started playing, so life's good. So, for those of you in the future watching the stream back, really sorry about all that. Really sorry. In fact, I'm gonna write it into the picture. Someone's gonna have graffitied it on this wall. Really sorry. And then we'll cover it up a bit so you can't quite see it as much. So now you can have an apology from me immortalised in this postcard that I'm going to send out to you. Well, I say I mean Maki's going to send out to you. Maki always doing the thankless tasks. Oh right, okay. But you brought the Tim Tams back with you then, I guess. Excellent. Apparently there's no fate but what you make, I heard. See, you'll never even see that message. But it's there. You know it's there, I know it's there. Now we can all feel like we're in a secret club together. But not one of those not one of the clubs you may have seen in the grown-up news recently. The Lolita Express club. The Mile High Club. Mr. Epstein and his egg-shaped penis. Going, OBS? Action for a second there. It said that OBS had disconnected and then it automatically reconnected. You did? Alright, well, hopefully it's not that encoding thing doing it. Yeah, they were not pleased, were they? I think maybe. Maybe they did. The, what is it, the Frankenstein computer god or whatever it is. See, this wall is way too clean. We need to add some scratches into it and stuff. What is it with this Area 51 meme then? Are people really going to storm Area 51? And can they bring me back? Can they bring me back anything if they go? I can't be there with you all because I'm stuck here looking after a sick cat at the moment. But you know, Godspeed releasing those aliens. I hope it doesn't all fuck up for you. If you see any egg-shaped things, just like give them a wide berth. Right, watch. Here's my advice if you're going to Area 51. Watch, what is it? It's not Covenant, is it? Alien... Shit, I've totally forgotten it. Watch Prometheus by Ridley Scott. Watch it very carefully and do the opposite of what that team of experts does in that film. And you should be alright. You should be alright. Yeah, Pudding's not feeling great. We went to the vet today because she was breathing really fast. And she had some fluid in her lungs. She does have cancer, which they can't do anything about. So I'd like to say a hearty fuck Cancer. I appreciate it, Cancer. Thanks a lot. So, you know, I just have to make her as comfortable as I can. And that's why Pudding hasn't been on stream very much. She just, all of her routines have changed. She doesn't sit on a beanbag anymore. She's just kind of flopped out behind me on the bed. She just doesn't really have any energy and kind of sleeps and doesn't really eat much these days. Pudding's very old. She's certainly getting on. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. Didn't mean to mention all that stuff. Oh fuck. Sorry about that. Yeah, Cancer's like, I don't know. It just seems to, every time you hear that like someone's died, it's like, well, why even bother asking why? Because it's always Cancer. It seems it's always Cancer that's got them. Yeah, I mean it's. I guess it's good to. It's good to go from old age, though. I suppose. So yeah, if you have a cat, a dog, or anything, just make sure you treasure them, because they won't be there forever. And I wish Pudding would be here forever. The best thing to do is just not think about it, is what I'm doing. It wouldn't be the same, would it? Isn't that, that's the Arnold film, isn't it? The Sixth Day? The Sixth Day, I think. Where they clone people and they clone pets. But yeah, you know, you as a clone, you'd know that, well, I guess the clone wouldn't care. But you would care that you'd just died and your memories had been uploaded into like some other body. It's like, yeah, nice that you go on, I guess, but you're still dead. It's still some fake person taking your place. For them it'd be like they just hit the restart point, but you're still dead, so it's not much good to you. It is. It's Arnold did all kinds of crazy shit in terms of movies. Like, it's not just mindless action. A lot of them are very, you know, really make you think. They really activate the almonds. Yeah, I remember liking it. Yeah. Oh really? What, the whole clone thing? I mean, I guess it depends. If you want to bring a whole new level into it, whether or not you believe in the human soul, which I do. So what if God is aware of cloning when we get there, and you die, and he's like, well, because obviously God knows everything, yeah? So He's like, instead of taking your soul to the next place, I'm gonna stick it in that clone body. I'm gonna do you a solid, help you out here. You know, maybe something like that would be going on. What are we even talking about here? It's an animation stream and we're getting into the philosophy of cloning and whether or not you die when you're cloned. Because I mean, isn't that like, if think about like Star Trek and transporting and beaming up, like, have you just died and they've just reconstituted all your atoms into a new person? Like, is that you dead? I don't know if I'd trust it. Teleportation. So deep. This is, yeah, this stream is deep. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oof. Oof. Right, okay, yeah. Nice. Congrats. I need to watch Red Heat again, actually. Yeah, yeah, indeed. Indeed, yeah, I think we are to blame. It would be extremely painful, is that what you're saying? But, you know, you look like a fellow of stout stature. Alright, we'll shade some boots for you. I mean, they're already shaded, but we can clean them up a bit if you want. Oh shit, look, I went over the boots a bit with some of this orange shading. How? I mean, how? Has anyone even got an idea? I think that they were designed specifically to be so weird that no one's ever gonna figure out how to use the 3 shells. Is this Driller? This sounds like Driller. It is! I just saw this out of context. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, you put the 3 shells in your ass, I guess. Let's not discuss let's not discuss the B-days. Yeah, indeed. I don't think you'd feel anything, but you might have a lingering sense of, I just died and now I'm essentially just like a copy of myself reconstituted, like spam, like luncheon meat. What more needs doing on this picture? Do you think we're done? Are we actually done? I don't like this poster. I don't like how this poster turned out. It must have been something you ate. It does need work. Maybe I'll do that off stream though. Oof. That is true. Like, we're gonna see it at like this level. It doesn't look very good at this level though, either, does it? I mean, yeah, we could just fade it out like that, but then what was the point in drawing it? These theological discussions have got me. They've really got me. Maybe. Yeah. I'll stick some mold over it later on. But apart from that, I think maybe we're done. Maki, what do you reckon? You've got good eyes for this stuff. Apparently Sega does what Nintendo don't. That is actually a good point. I'll zoom out for you. There you go. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Maki? What do you reckon, chat? Should we stick a fork in that one and call it done? Because if it's done, I'm going to go and get a coffee and then I'm coming back. Oh, shots fired. Painful. As a I was with Sega in the great console war of the late 90s. Got a bunch of shrapnel in my ass. As a Sega veteran. Very hurtful, very hurtful. Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's do a coffee break and then we'll start on this next poster that I got lined up. How about that? Have I got it open? I don't, and I won't open it until I'm back. Alright, let's do a coffee break. How about that? Okay. Well, it was good. It was good to see you, Zentron. Yeah, it's nice that we live in a society where we can just enjoy all consoles. You know, they've all got good games that you can't play on other consoles, so just like them all. But back then it was a different time. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and refill my my beautiful thermal mug that Maki bought me from Center Parks. So I'll see you back here in about like 5-ish minutes, and in the meantime, please enjoy this wonderful slideshow of the previous postcards that were sent out. Take a look. I'm back. How are you all doing? Any dodgy interruptions to the stream whilst I was away? How's the stream looking? Are we because I can't, the way I've got my second screen set up here is I've got OBS with covering most of it. I've got a little bit of the YouTube at the bottom so I can see how many people are watching. That's 39 right now. And then I've got my Streamlabs alerts, which isn't doing anything, and it's not telling me anything at all. So I can't actually see the preview of the stream, so I don't know if it's freezing up or anything. Well, hello there, Darkstorm Zero. Ghost of the 3 Shells. Right, allow me to cover up the behind the scenes stuff, and I'll open up our new image for us to work on. You can have this very dramatic myth music in the meantime. Oh yeah, I'm glad I opened this. I'm glad I opened this off the screen, because I want to turn these layers off so I can show you it all like a little bit at a time. Yeah, that should do us. Alright. Drawing at the moment, well, colouring I guess. Do you know which Ghost in the Shell that clip was that you played in the coffee break? Looked cool. Yeah, it's from the PlayStation 1 game. It was the it's the opening cutscene from the PlayStation 1 game. Alright. I'm putting the screen back on. You know the meme? You know the meme with the people kicking caps off of bottles? Jason Statham did it. Well, here we go. I'm working on this picture at the moment. Like, if anyone's gonna kick the cap off the top of a bottle from Street Fighter, it's gonna be Jury, isn't it? That was my reasoning. I was like, if you think of a girl who kicks stuff, then it's probably Jury. And Maki was disgusted and threw up all over my desk. And she was like, what the hell are you talking about? If you think about a girl from Street Fighter who kicks stuff, then it's obviously Chun-Li. And we had an argument for about 3 hours. It came to blows. We were throwing shit at each other. Eventually, waifu nepotism went out, and we went with Jury. Well, that's how it went. So, that was the sketch. Yeah, the tendies, she threw them. She threw the piss jugs. So there's the sketch. There's the inked version. I really like the sketch a lot more. The inked version just kind of looks like nothing, but that's okay because we'll get the colours in and shade it and everything. That'll give it volume. And I mean, obviously, you know, Copperberg mixed fruit. I've got. You need a background for these kind of things. It has to be a really mundane background. In all those videos of people kicking bottle caps off, it's always like their bedroom or something, so we'll just have like a balcony with some trees outside. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll just we'll just shade this, shall we? Shall we? Why not both? Well, I mean, if I stuck like a spiky bracelet around this hand, you could say that it was Chun-Li holding the bottle. I keep forgetting that you're on the Patreon, Sean. I feel wrong taking money from you. It feels wrong and weird. If there was a spaceship on the background about to crash, you mean a spaceship? I could do the little R-Type fighter going into the sea if you like. Yeah, it really was. I was watching a video about it today, and how they were saying how now cutscenes are part of the game and they kind of take you out of the game, whereas back in the PlayStation 1 era and the Saturn era, a cutscene was like a really fancy ass reward that you would get for, you'd be rewarded with it for getting so far in the game. It's like, I've got to finish this level so I can see this really fancy looking cutscene, because, you know, they were obviously looked much better than the game, the cutscenes at the time. But nowadays it's all, hey, it's Present Boy, hey. In the top left hand corner, that's an R-type animation that I did, which you can have a look. You can have a look on my YouTube channel if you want to see the full thing. It's all up there. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know. I'm just, I'm quite amazed that modern Capcom managed to create such an eye-catching character as Juri. I mean, Chun-Li, everyone's drawn Chun-Li, haven't they? I've drawn Chun-Li before. Juri deserves more love. Well, you never know. You never know what happens off screen. Yeah, Maki fixed the navel. If you look at the original sketch, that's how I had it. She kind of, Maki put some redraws on. Fixed up the arm, the leg a bit. And had the body twisting more into the middle. So I'm hoping if I can get this kind of shading onto it, that should give us the volume that we need. Yeah, I think she did, but we can, you know, probably bring that out with the shading. Alright, let's get going, shall we? Let's do something. Should I turn the background off? Is the background gonna distract us? I'm gonna turn the background off for now. So what I'm gonna do is, hold on. So what I've got my sketch over on the other screen here. I'm trying out this fancy new thing where I got the sketch on the other screen. I know this is mind-blowing shit. This is mind-blowing shit. I've got the sketch on the other screen and I'm gonna just keep referring to that for my shading. So we'll do we won't bother with colours or anything yet. I've got my colour palette already up there, which she's kicking that colour palette right off the top of the screen. Look. But yeah, we'll shade everything in one colour to begin with. Doesn't matter what it is. And I'll do some of that fancy masking trickery. Actually, how big is this? Oh, it's pretty big. This is 100%. No one's ever going to need to see this at this size. You can see how messy the lines are at 100%. No. I read all the messages that I get on, you know, they say never read the comments on YouTube, but I read all the comments. It seems only polite. So I wake up and that's one of the first things I do in the morning. I catch up on the comments, and so many of them are like, you should work for Disney. And I'm just like thinking to myself, would you really want me to work for Disney? Like, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff that apparently people enjoy looking at. The bottle placement isn't lewd, it's fine. I hadn't even thought about it. It has to be there for her to kick the top off it. Like, I don't know where else it could have been. And when the background's in there, it's fine. When the background's in there, it's all fine. Like, everything's fine. I think maybe they would. Alright, so I'm gonna try and match this shading to the one on the screen over here. It had to be there. You had to be there. that like that. Slap the first tone in. Where to start? I never know, like, who here draws? You draw, Prozac. Where do you start when you're colouring something? Do you always start, like, if you start with the face, do you always start with the face? Do you do the body first? Like, where do you start? This is for anyone who draws in chat. I honestly want to know. Start with skin tones. Yeah, but whereabouts though? I mean, do we start with the arm? Do you start with the face? And do you always start with the face? I mean, it would be though, wouldn't it? I'll make it pink because it's Copperberg mixed fruit. Start from left to right. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. From top to bottom or left to right. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's how it would be. I think that's how it would be. And also, like, would you even be an animator at Disney anymore? Because all they do is CG or live action remakes of their old stuff now, so... yeah. Indeed, that's why I like using the one without a screen. Well, let's go start with his face here. Normally I'm just shading at this point. But in this case, I'm frantically looking over to my left screen for tips on where to put the shading. Because I already put the shading in, so I'm just gonna, I'll try and follow it and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Also, friendly safe. There we go. Nah, it's just those lines that you put on if you're from the 90s to like show or suggest, what is it, contour. I mean, you know, Jason Statham started this whole thing, so maybe she's feeling a bit of pressure to live up to him. Who knows? Anime effort lines, that's their official name. See you later. Storgero. I wish I could do that with other people all the time. All the bloody time. I wouldn't even feel guilty about it and just steal their abilities. I would appreciate them more. That's my excuse. Now, ear shading, there's an art in itself. I would download a car if I could. it's just something when I started streaming. When I started streaming, I was like, wow, you can do all of these animated GIFs and stick and just lay all these GIFs and shit like that. Just lay them on top of your stream overlay. So I just kind of went crazy with it. I really want to get my line work better. I mean, I know that no one's going to see it at this zoomed in amount, but I follow a bunch of people on Twitter who do really authentic looking, like super authentic looking cell shading 80s stuff, and their lines are just fantastic. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Also, I'm gonna drink this before it gets cold. What's this? Where are you from? Lincoln, UK. Lincoln in the UK, but I live in Sheffield. Helicopter pilot skills? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I used to play a lot of Thunderhawk on the Mega CD, so I got some training. There's shit. What are the names of the guys? I'll tweet out later, saying, you know, for those who are wondering in the stream, here are the people that I was talking about. Then I just have to copy paste their names into the tweet. But yeah, there's some really like super authentic looking people out there. Probably about a third of my age. It's alright though, it's fine, I'm not bitter or anything. Hello, how's it going? Hope you're having a comfy evening. Yeah, a little bit salty maybe. Alright, have a good night. Aesop? This is why Katakana's so good, everyone. It's just like, it shows you exactly how to pronounce something. But yeah, have a good sleep, and thanks for joining me. Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Alright, good to see you though. Douglas Wildley's art style, Johnny Quest Creator. I honestly don't think I've seen any of it. I'll have to have a look. What kind of style is it? You're actually correct. I don't know if I'll stream those bits though. I mean, it's the definitely not an alien film next. But I don't know if I want to give the game away and, you know, stream myself animating the alien bits, so maybe I'll just do the main character and do the alien bits in my own time. Also, you wouldn't even be remotely spooked if you'd seen it in advance, would you? That is pretty good. Oh right, okay. Deep shadows, hard lines. All right, right. Nah, it's we're talking more original Alien. Well, all right. Maybe a little bit of Alien here and there. Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna stream the animation, definitely. Just maybe not the big money shots. Maybe I won't spoil those. Sounds a bit like a Castlevania song, doesn't it? It's Zybex, which I've never played. Do you know, I was actually watching a retrospective, what was it, Oliver Harper? On YouTube, I was watching a retrospective on Alien 3 whilst I was drawing this picture. And hearing all about the assembly cut, which I've never seen because I really didn't like Alien 3 very much, but I'm thinking that I should watch the assembly cut at least. Damn, it sounds like it was a production nightmare though. Ah, shit. Ooh. Oh, alright. We'll do that whole line again. Alright, and then that comes down here. You can't see, but I'm frantically turning my head left and right, looking at my other screen to see with my shading guide. I don't usually work with a shading guide, I just kind of do it on the fly, but yeah, we'll just keep doing it like this, see how it goes. I'm thinking maybe I should turn the maybe I should actually turn the opacity on the lines down a bit. I know it looks shit, but it makes me able to see where I'm putting my shading a bit better. What am I missing in chat here? Yeah, I definitely will. Yes, I have. I really like it actually. I was showing clips of it to Maki. It's kind of uncanny, isn't it? Watching some of that Ralph Bakshi, just like super smooth rotoscoped stuff. Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. Holy shit. That was a shit show. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at it then. I'm gonna have a look at it. Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. Still haven't seen American Pop. Are they the glow-in-the-dark kind? It is, yeah. Oh, it's nice. The only problem with it being rotoscoped is obviously they had to kind of dumb down the designs a little bit, didn't they, to make it easier to actually animate something that fluid. I've seen some of like the pre-production stuff, some of like the costumes that they were gonna have and stuff. It's like, damn, yeah, I can see why. I can see why you would want to. Ah, shit. I've drawn my lines on. Hold on. Maybe we're alright. Alright. One sec. This is why you should always lock your layers. You should always. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. Lock that layer, lock that layer. Yeah, I drew. Luckily, not many, just a couple. Drew a couple of lines on the wrong layer. There we go. Wrong layer, yes. Yeah, you can always tell, can't you? You can always tell someone who works in Photoshop. Because we've all done it. We've all done it a shitload of times. It's even worse on TVPaint because, you know, if you draw on the wrong layer, you've probably been drawing on the wrong layer for like 50 frames before you even noticed. At least with Photoshop it's just one picture. Yeah, some of the 70s stuff hasn't aged super well, but yeah, Battle of the Planets. Gatchaman. Not until later in life, actually. I watched Gatchaman quite late on in life. I saw like the super like censored to shit Battle of the Planets when I was a kid. Hey, Maki's still awake. Oh, what's this? Yeah, we've all heard about that. It's pretty fucked up. I never name my layers. Oh, hang on, look, I have actually. I named this one Rough. I named it Rough. You can thank Maki for the boobs. Look, she moved the boobs up, or rather, she did a paint over, saying that they should be further up. They are too low. Yeah, I didn't realise at the time. Something kind of nice just doing two tones. It was very stylish. It's like, I can't remember who did the character designs, but I've definitely seen them before. They almost look like Masami Obari, but I don't think they are. But yeah, if you're gonna adapt the first couple of episodes of Gatchaman into a like more modern, updated style, then yeah, can't see him doing much better than that. So, body pillow Maki, what do you reckon? Do you want to draw me, and I'll draw you, and we'll put them up on like Shark Robot or something, and we'll see who sells the most. I think just because you're a girl, I think you'd probably get the most, to be honest. Your drawing would be better is the depressing thing. I get that all the time when I'm watching other people's streams. I'm like, shit, I really should be working, but yeah, I'm just too busy like typing in chat. Not if it's someone with like thousands of viewers though, because the chat's just like flying past and you just can't really get any messages in. Really? Maybe. I knew that I was going to be stuck in this chair for quite a long time, so I don't know if you've heard of Weeble, Mr. Weeble. Weeble's stuff. I was watching one of his streams and I asked him what was a good chair, and he recommended this one as, yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, I saw a lot of them when I was a kid. Oh shit, don't give her ideas, she'll do it. She'll totally do it. Oh, I loved Ulysses 31. I love that ship design. It's like one of the coolest ships that I've ever seen. I loved how big it was as well. Sword Art Online. I've never even seen it. Never even seen it, but yeah, it might be an idea. Cryonic Fire? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're having a good evening. I should probably. It's very rude. You just walk into the stream and I'm just like shoving a crotch in your face. Here you go. Have a face instead. What is this? Monty on the Run, which I never played, but you know, I'm gonna say that I did just for that nostalgic classic gamer kind of street cred. Indeed, it's a bit 90s, isn't it? It's a bit 90s. Alright, keep it in your pants. Jury, yeah. I almost did her in the alternate outfit, but I kind of just ended up making something up. Well, yeah, you're lucky that I'm streaming and I'm normally just animating in my pants. I actually have to wear something. I have to wear something when I'm streaming. I don't want to disrespect my audience like that. Yeah, and then you arrive at the stream and there's no Terminators or Dirty Pet to be seen. I can show you though. Here's what we got done. It's pretty much done, really. Pretty much done. I'm not too keen on the highlight on Yuri's hair. I might need to look at some of my I need to look in the anime reference folder. Might need to open up my Satoshi Arishihara folder and do some highlights like that. How does Mikimoto go about it? I love his stuff. I love this guy's stuff. Now that's what I'm talking about. That right there, that's how you do eyes. That's how I want to be able to do eyes. This works too. Angel Cup is underrated. Totally underrated. I mean, look at it. It looks beautiful. Looks really good, Angel Cup. It's Nobuteru Yuki doing character designs, the Lotus War guy. Escaflowne guy. Oh, you are shock! I love Bean. There he is. Look, you could tell. It's like when you're watching your Bubblegum Crisis, suddenly guest director Masami Obari appears and announces himself by covering half of the bad guy's face in just black shadow. His signature move. The signature Obari move. He's got two signature moves, the Obari punch and the let's cover everyone's face half in black shadow. Look at what I've accomplished! I mean that's no Barry shot right there. It isn't, but it is. That's actually an Obari shot. Anyway, let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. Centurions, I remember that. Yeah, I think it's I watched it and I was like, who are these characters? It feels like they've got more story to them than we're seeing, and it turns out it's the movie of like the long running mech show Goshogun. So I think, if I'm right. Yeah, Bennett the Sage, he shits on a lot of good stuff. Yeah, it's that. Well, I guess we yeah, there you go. Yeah, I guess we're opening up a can of worms, really, aren't we? Discussing that, but it's like, it's as a piece of art, it's very interesting, and I'm not sure about changing the script to make it into something totally different. Like, I'm kind of the opinion that you should either air something in its original format or just kind of don't bother. I mean, obviously there's some exceptions, but what we got for the Angel Cup script was just, well, it didn't make any sense at all. It made no sense whatsoever. At least, like, the crazy conspiracy bullshit did make sense. And it's like everyone in that show's an asshole, so it's not like you're really rooting for any of them. So I don't really think it counts or works as propaganda? Like, I don't know. It ended and then it started again. The swearing is funny. I do love manga dubs. I do love manga dubs. I think they're genuinely good as well. Like Cyber City. Oh, sweet Cyber City. We'll never get any more Cyber City. 3 episodes. We were too good. We weren't good enough. We didn't deserve Cyber City. We got 3 more episodes than we deserved. Holy shit, it's good. And the English dub's fantastic. Like, actually fantastic. You wouldn't know, Vampire, if it jumped up and bit you on the dick. Look at these screens. Like, this guy isn't seeing anything. There's no information on these screens, but they look really fucking cool. He's just like, look at these little squiggly lines, boss. This show is stylish as fuck. And this is one of the best mech designs I've seen. It's one of my favourite robot designs. Look at this shit. I'll tell you a dark secret from my past. I used to go on 4chan onto the mech board and anonymously post Macross appreciation threads and see if they took off, and they always did. They always did. I mean, look at that shit. Ooh, now that's how to shade metal right there. That's how to shade metal. Look at all these wires and stuff, and the way that the follow through on the blood. Oh, it's good shit. It's really good shit. If you haven't seen Cyber City, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's got everything. It's got fantastic artwork, really good animation, and all 3 characters are really, really likable. They're complete dicks. All 3 of them are just total assholes, and they're really likable. And I would actually say, for the first time in my life, watch the English dub over the Japanese. Macross is just, yeah, Macross. Looks in the wrong cage. Yeah, it's actually good. It's actually good. The thing with Cyber City is they're criminals. They're all on death row and they've been let out with explosive collars put around their necks so that they can, you know, hunt down other criminals, and everyone that they capture they get a little bit knocked off their sentence. So obviously they're not too happy about having these explosive collars around their necks that could be detonated at any time for like the slightest infraction. So they're kind of pissed off. It's a bunch of very pissed off people, but they're all kind of polite in the Japanese one. They're all kind of polite because Japanese doesn't really do sarcasm or swearing very well, does it? But English is just like fantastic for sarcasm, and they've just made the main character into just like the most sarcastic motherfucker you've ever heard. It works really, really well. And then you watch the Japanese one, it's just like people saying shimatta and chikusho and kuso, and it's like, yeah, we've heard that level of vulgarity in One Piece and other stuff that airs at 5 PM, because Japanese doesn't really do swearing, does it? Not really. It's all about the inflection. Yeah. I love the English soundtrack. I've got it on CD actually. Yeah, I would say watch the Japanese version as well. Like, if anything, it's just a really interesting comparison. What of this song or of the Cyber City soundtrack? Well, have a good sleep. What time? Shit, is it really? It's almost 4. Well, I'm playing now, right, okay. I never played Human Race, but I've heard so many remixes of it. You don't even need the foo in front of it, you can just leave it off. I don't! No, I just listen to a lot of Commodore 64 remixes on Slay Radio. They're very nostalgic for me because I played a lot of them as a kid. And so when I heard that there's an actual, like, there's still a big scene of people that still listen to this shit and remix it, I was like, well, this feels pretty good, actually. I thought no one else cared about this shit anymore. And it helps that the remixes are really good as well. It is, yeah, it's a nice feeling. Alright. I haven't heard that. I like Peter Gabriel. Oh, thank you. Glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Maki, are you still awake? I'm feeling strangely awake. Although I did get up at midday. So that, yeah, that actually makes sense. I can keep going for a while yet. Last Ninja, you say? Hold on. Is it F3 or F4? It's F3. Let's see how many we got. Well, we got quite a few Last Ninja remixes. Do you want a high energy one or a low energy one? There you go. Okay, have a good sleep, Phil. What did the hat say to the tie? Right, I need to zoom out for this leg. Time out. Put the user in timeout. Nah, you're alright. Basketman. Konnichiwa yourself. Hello. Hello there. You can tell when I'm really getting deep into the shading, I stop nattering on so much. JoJo's, eh? I'm watching JoJo's at the moment as well. Quite like it actually, Golden Wind. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna compare to that 90s OVA. Not in this one, no. Not in this one. Because everyone who draws Jury draws her eye glowing, and it's like, shit. You'd think that our eye glows all day. We gotta conserve the battery on that shit. I want to release like an art book of very intense characters who you normally only see in very, you know, actiony poses doing intense shit, except they're in just normal, mundane, everyday situations. Kind of like that Bane colouring book that they released. Bane doing mundane things. It's a big colouring book for you. Yep, there's one. There's one right there. Ridiculous, ridiculous, that guy. Shah doing the laundry. I mean, he'd have to. Yeah, I can imagine Shah doing the laundry. It's important to note that Shah has never betrayed anyone in his life. Shah also talks a lot of bullshit. But it's okay, we love him. I hope that that is a side story in the new Riding Bean series that they're doing. I mean, he earns a lot of money though. You'd think that he could probably afford a mortgage by now, I hope. Just get this first, well, second tone on. This is like the bulk of the work. I think Maki's fallen asleep. We haven't heard from her in a while. Yeah, that's another one right there. That's another one. I follow him on Twitter. I don't know if he knows who I am, but I stalk him from the shadows. Is this that strip poker game? Maybe. Vendetta, you say? Hold on, let's see if we've got... Well, it would have appeared. It would have appeared by now. No, we don't. So either there aren't many remixes of it, or none of them made it onto my hand-curated list. Maybe there were only like dubstep remixes or something. However, I tell you what we haven't heard today, and we're gonna have to. その通りだ。ウイナンプはこの世界の一番メディアプレイヤーです。I'm currently shading Jury from Street Fighter 5 and 4, kicking the top off of a bottle. That is what I'm currently shading. And I'm doing this for no real reason. It was really just kind of like some figure drawing study. Figure drawing study. Really? You've forgotten completely about it. I don't know, I don't think we do. I don't think we do have Mountain Dew over here. Let alone the fancy flavours. Light sources. This was also a kind of like shading study. So I'm let's see if I can get this right. Freedom and Rocket Pops. That's pretty American. It's pretty American. Too much. Let's get rid of that. I can honestly say I've never tried jellied eels, and I never will. I never will. Some things just aren't food. Some things aren't food. Just because something's exotic doesn't mean you should ever eat it. Look at me cheating and using the line tool. How'd you like them apples? We do have Iron Brew, which is made in Scotland from Gardars, apparently. Speaking of freedom, the land of freedom, Scotland. As the famous Scotsman Mel Gibson famously told us. Ew. I'm gonna completely avoid all of those. Well, this is a pain in the ass, isn't it? Oh, it's so nice though to be able to colour and it's not like shitting the bed like it was earlier. That change. Was it Justin? I think it was Justin who suggested changing the encoder. It really seems to have done the trick. Oh, Police Interceptors. I only ever watch Police Interceptors. I don't watch TV when I'm at home. I don't even have like a TV license or anything. So I only see Police Interceptors when I'm in a hotel. I'm watching like shitty hotel TV. And me and Maki have watched so much Police Interceptors. Oh, thank you, Juno Lee. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll make a sequel to it. Maybe someday. I'd like to. Alright, I think we got a basic shading on for this, haven't we? I want to make sure it's all there though before I start putting a third tone on. We have dropped 0 frames this whole stream. Indeed. You got it. I saw a picture on Damboru. Someone had drawn a picture where it's a girl doing the bottle challenge and the what's it called? You know, the pearl tea with the weird bits in it. She was doing the bottle challenge and she was doing the tea challenge where you hold the tea between your boobs, and she was also doing the ice bucket challenge. It was 3 challenges in one, all in one picture, and I was like, well shit, how am I ever gonna match that? How am I ever gonna match that? But it's okay, I'll settle for just one challenge. Oh, there we go. So is that? Yes, this layer. I should probably name my layers, shouldn't I? Base, shade, and EX. So I want to be on shade. Okay, yes, no, nice having you here, so feel free to come back anytime. Not anytime, I mean, when I'm streaming, you can come back anytime, but I might not be here. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Why am I having trouble shading? Oh, okay, there we go, it's working now. I don't think I'm going to end up cell shading this liquid. I think I'll probably, do something more realistic for that. But for now, let's just do this, see what happens. little far in places, that's better. I always put too much shading on. You know about me and my weird shading obsession. I always end up putting too much on. I mean, yeah, I guess that's what freedom might taste like. Right, here we go. Third tone. Start on the face again. I always want to put like shade underneath the eyebrows, but I mean, she's got such tiny eyebrows anyway. It's like she shaves them off. Oof, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to put my shading. When you don't know where to put your shading, you know something's gone horribly wrong and you need to reconsider your life. We're back! I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get this one totally finished. Maybe I should. Oh, Gregory1 just subscribed, thank you. So Basketman chat is asking for me to animate a series in which the Street Fighter characters just compete to just randomly kick the tops off bottles. One after another. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, okay. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Indeed, yeah. I mean, obviously, the otaking bias is always going to win out. I'm a big Cammy fan as well, though, you know, so... Cammy's quite good with the kicks. That'd be a nightmare to animate, though, because if you watch those bottle cap challenges, whenever they make contact with the actual cap of the bottle, it always goes into like super slow motion mode, like 1000 FPS. So I'd have to animate it like that. I'd have to animate it like 30 frames per second whenever they actually kick the top off. I will admit right now, I'm not entirely what I'm doing with the shading on this hair. This might not be final. Might need a bit of reworking. Also, you probably shouldn't shade so far zoomed in. It's probably a bad idea. 50 FPS. Exactly, yeah, yeah. No, I never. Have I got anything here? Hold on a sec. Let's see if I can find anything. Where would it be? Where would it be? Storyboard. Wow, this is I've changed my work system since doing this Street Fighter scene. This one is 27 frames per second, so I just did it to show off. So it's you know, green screen. But yeah, I was like 24. Everyone goes on about Disney doing 24. I'm gonna do 27, just because I can. And if you pause it, just here, you can see the skulls change into like little poofy faces. So I think that's the highest I've ever done. According to my little sketch, according to my sketch over here, we need some extra shading here. I'm going to trust past Johnson and just go with where past Johnson thought the shading should go. Shading under the boob there or not? I guess we'll just see how it goes. We need a bit here for these folds, these fabric folds. Oh shit, I need to save. There we go. Friendly save, everyone. If you're working, save now. Shit. So we need shading around here to accentuate this bit. But like, how am I? I didn't separate it properly on the sketch, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I could do that, I guess, but that ain't gonna work. That just looks weird. Just looks weird. Alright, thank you very much. Cheers, Mark. I'm glad you like the stuff. You should drop by the Discord and share some of your artwork there. I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what to do about this shading here. I'm a little bit nonplussed about it. We'll just leave it like that for now. I'll figure it out later. Yep, that sounds about right. So this is where we just shade crotches, I guess. Folds in fabric and crotches. Yes, you did. Thing is, I don't wanna do too much crotch shading. I think that's just too much. Just filling that whole thing in, because you really want your third tone to only be a tiny amount of your second tone. And I think I'm overdoing it. I know what I'm like, and I always overdo it with the shading. And Maki's asleep. I'm not here to rein me in. No, you don't. Unless you've got one of those Patreons. Now they're the real money makers. It's like $50 for the lewd pictures. I don't think I've... Nah, I'm probably lying if I say I don't think I've ever drawn anything lewd. I'm sure I have. But I certainly ain't gonna put it out on the internet. I've been on the internet long enough to know that things come back to bite you in the ass. You don't want your ass biting. Oh shit. I wonder. That's the thing with Bubblegum Crisis. I don't really know anything that has that same. I mean, I guess Galfos, but it's a different feel though. Same character designer and everything, but yeah, it's a totally different dynamic. I don't know. I recommend Sol Bianca, but it's only 2 episodes and ends on a cliffhanger. Nah, don't worry. I'll the darkness grows, but I'll stay in the light for now. It'd feel weird. Like, imagine I'm like, hey, everyone, look, I just started drawing lewd shit. You'd feel violated. It'd be like watching your parents screw or something. Watching me draw lewd stuff. You don't want to see that, chat. You don't want to see that. Yeah, I mean, it's not really very Bubblegum Crisis-like, but it's fantastic. Who knows? Indeed. Donate more money to stop me from enduring hentai. I'll do like a reverse. I'll subvert. I'll do a, what's his name? A Ryan Johnson. I'll subvert your expectations. There'll be a special high tier on Patreon where, if enough people subscribe to it, I don't do lewds. And if they don't, then I do lewds. Yeah, I'm really not sure about the shading on this leg at all. It's meant to be like far off into the background and blah blah blah, and it worked. It worked on the sketch. It works on the sketch, look. But I don't know if it works with cell shading is the thing. I might need to work on this one a bit more. Because it just looks like someone stuck a big blob of ink on a leg. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. The spice must flow. Yep, and yeah, it's raining and they've all got really big raincoats on. Round out the leg shadow, I guess. I guess. A little bit. Still looks weird and wrong though, is the trouble. I'll need to work on this a little bit more off stream, I think. And it's probably not as bad if we turn that down a bit, but it still looks odd. Oof. We're getting into 3D chess territory there. It's true, I am in the UK, so I would need that license. Yeah, I reckon, what time is it? It's almost 4:30, so I should probably try and get some sleep. And I'll reset my brain and look at this with fresh eyes in the morning. And figure out this shading, because it ain't quite working, is it? Looks alright like that, but once you get that extra tone on it, it doesn't quite work. I think I'm just putting them randomly rather than thinking about where they need to go. So I'm gonna need to use my brain for this. So yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. We've had a good run. We've done like 6 hours tonight. It's not too bad. So yeah, thanks for coming out, chat. Thanks for keeping me company whilst I only drank 2 coffees today. That's not too bad. Yeah, alright. Thank you all. Have a good night, and I'll see you again.